Hi everybody, welcome back to Debbie Doodle's Art and Soul. Today I'm super excited to be doing this. I tried a glow-in-the-dark painting about a week ago on a really small canvas and it actually glowed. I was so excited. So I'm going to do it on a bigger canvas this time. We're going to be working with a 10 by 12 long canvas and this is going to be a flip and drag. So what I'm doing is I've got pink and purple, green and yellow, and orange and a neutral color. And I'm going to mix the two colors. These two colors are going to go into one cup, etc. And then we're going to flip them and drag them. So we're going to see how that works out. I'm going to go ahead and prep the board with some black just around the edges. And this is a pre-mixed Floetrol and water with black paint. And I put them in these squirt bottles I get for $1 at Walmart. It just makes things really convenient, really easy. I use a lot of black and a lot of white. So if you're going to do this, it's a good idea. I'm going to use my fingers because I can and it's fun and it's faster. And I can get the edges really good. So when you're doing this, kind of bring it over to your edges and smooth it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. What I love about this stuff is that you don't have to, it's just fun. You don't have to be perfect. And it's going to drip down and that's okay too. Okay, make sure you don't have any raw spots. Just kind of look at your canvas and you want it to be thick and flowy. Okay. All right. And again, Dirty Fingers. That's going to be my new nickname, Dirty Fingers. Okay, I'll use a paper towel this time instead of running to the sink. And that does not matter if you get a little bit on there, it's okay. I feel like that I need to scoot you guys up just a little bit so we can see the colors better. Okay, there we go. I've been working on my setup with my lighting and better selfie sticks. It's been interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is going to be three flips. So I'll have a cup here, and a cup here, and then we'll drag. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix the colors in each cup. And these are mixed already with 1 part color, 2 parts Floetrol, and a little bit of water and Floetrol mixed to thin it out to the consistency that I like. And we're just going to layer this pink and purple a few times. And I'm going to actually add a little bit of black into some of these because I want a little contrast. But I don't want to add a whole lot of black. I want it to be really glowy. So I'm going to add a little bit of black in here. And remember when we flip them over, these colors are going to kind of blend together. So black can sometimes take over. So be cautious of your black. And it looks like I'm going to have just enough to do it twice. Layer them, 2 purples, 2 pinks. And these paints are a little more expensive than your normal paints. I get them at Walmart. They're like, I think $2 or $3 for the bottle. These things, and they say it glows, and so $2 or $3. So use your paint. They're more expensive. The other paints I can get sometimes for like 50 cents. So if I waste a little bit of that paint, I'm not mad at myself, but this stuff I try to be careful with. So I'm just going to continue to layer these until I get them all in the cups. I'm going to put one more bit of black, just a little bit, on the top of each one of these. So I did it in the middle layer, and then on the top I'm going to do a little bit of black. You can see how much I'm putting in there. Not much. See? Just a tad. And then we'll move on to the next cup. So, it's going to be Turkey Day soon. This year has flown by. I've got a whole lot of family coming, which I'm looking forward to. I think in total we've got 17 people coming to my house, which is awesome. This is a little bit, this one right here feels a little thick to me. As you're doing your paints, look at them. And if they feel a little thick, add a little bit of water to them real quick. So, because you want them to flow equally. If you put too thick of green in a thinner yellow, then yellow is going to slide and overtake the green. So you kind of want your paints to be the equal consistency. There we go. That's better. And it only takes a second to do. And then we'll go ahead and add that green, nice layer. So Thanksgiving is, I love the Thanksgiving tradition, but I believe in being grateful every day. Before my feet hit the ground in the morning, I am thanking God for my feet that carry me to my coffee maker and get my coffee going in the morning. And I try to stay in gratitude as often as possible. It seems like my life goes by much better when I'm finding things to be grateful for. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's just my toothbrush. Like, I'm grateful I have a toothbrush. So in our family, we have a tradition that before we all sit down and grub out on all the food that everybody's brought and prepared, we all stand around the table and each person gives thanks per person. And it just is so moving. Every year it's just, I'm so grateful for my family. I have a lovely family. I'm so blessed. I've got 2 brothers and a sister, and we all live here in Bradenton, Sarasota, except for my brother lives in Jacksonville, but they come up for the holidays. And we all get together and have these beautiful holiday dinners and visits. We get to see all the kids. And so what's your tradition? It's like everybody has different ones. And we have traditional food. This year we're adding some things because my granddaughter is with us this year. And one of her traditions at Thanksgiving is macaroni and cheese, which I thought that was a little crazy because that's not in my tradition, but we are welcoming the new dish. All right. This right here, it looks white, you guys, but it's actually just plain glow. So I thought it would be cool to add. And then here's the rest of the orange. There we go. All right. All right, one last little tad of black on the very top. Top that one a little bit. There we go. And there's a Floetrol in all of the colors except for the black. There's no Floetrol in the black. Okay, put that to the side. And now for the fun part. Yay! Now we're going to, I have to decide. I think what I want to do is the purple in the middle, because we have the 2 lighter colors, and then we'll have the darker in the middle for the contrast. Pardon me. And all right, so now I get to flip them. And I want to try to get them as even as I can, 2, 3 right there. So I'm going to kind of stand up because I feel like I have more control. Excuse me. There's a frog in my throat. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that one was good. I didn't go too far out of range there. That's good. All right, let's see. Nice. And then there we go. Okay, and now they're gonna learn to they're in their spot. And so now we be patient. I think that's Bruno Mars in the back. He was my favorite person. He's adorable. Uptown Funk You Up will get me going. All right, guys, I think that they've had a little time. I see it kind of coming out right there. It looks pretty groovy already. And now we flip and drag. And so you're just going to tip your cup and quickly move it across the space. We want to try to keep them in lines. And then as we tilt, we'll try not to run them into each other too much. So, all right, here we go. one down. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I love that. And then here we go with our orange. Nice. That came out pretty groovy, guys. Try to get all the color out of your cup. Put it on the sides. Waste not, want not. Yeah, I think we did it in. That's awesome. You guys see that? I love it. I love it. Yay. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, I'm going to let it just kind of spread. It's learning to love its new home. That is so groovy. I cannot wait to see how well it glows in the black light. All right. So interesting. Okay, we're going to give it a little tilt. I'm going to put a little bit of black here. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do a line of black in between them. It gives them a little spacer. Yeah. And you can do anything you want with it. There's really not very many rules when it comes to this style of art, this fluid painting. You can play with it. I think that's why I like it so much, because you can play with it. It doesn't have to be super precise. The rules are not so rigid in this kind of paint. So now we're just going to kind of try to manipulate it. You know, some's going to go off the edges. That's okay. That's what we want. There we go. Oh, it's going to be pretty. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth a little bit, like kind of swag it. That purple is just beautiful. I like it a lot. And then I want that green to kind of come over, so we're going to come this way a little. We're going to push this orange over a little, come back with it, and then we're going to flow, baby. Flow, baby. Oh, this is so cool. I am totally digging it. Nice. And then we're going to come this way, get that covered up. And we want the negative space. I want the negative space. You don't have to have if you do one of these, you can do it any way your little heart desires. Nice big cells. I'm going to take this green over a little bit further, just a tad. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Excuse me, I don't know what got in my throat. I like this. I like it a lot, guys. Okay, I think I want to, I kind of like it when there's a little bend in it. You know, does that? Yeah, I dig it. All right, I think I like that, just like that. I think I'm going to bring that purple down just a little bit further. See, right there. Let's let that tip. There we go, perfect. I like it just like that, you guys. All right, I'm going to call it done. Now, I am going to wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, now we're gonna pull the heat gun out. Let's get it popping. For as much silicone as I put in there, oh, there they go. There's some popping over here. There we go. Sometimes they just pop right up as soon as the heat gun hits it, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Nice. Woo! This stuff gives me a rush. I love it. All right, and I got a little raw spot right here of purple, and you don't want that. That is, you do not want raw spots on your canvas. And so I just have a little tiny tad. I'm gonna just fill that in real quick right there. And then kind of check out the rest of it. Look and see if you've got any raw spots on the rest, because you don't want your canvas showing through. Check your corners. I've got a little bit of raw going on over here. Use the right thing, Debbie. Just put a little bit, you know. It'll all smooth out, so you don't have to be perfect with it. After it sits for a little bit, it will smooth. All right. All right, you guys. Now we're going to give it a little bit of time. It's going to love its new home. And I am so excited to see what this is going to look like under the black light, because there's so much of it. The last time I did a lot of black in it, and so there was just little kind of random glow colors in it. And it glowed and it looked cool, but I needed to go bigger and better. So I'll be back in just a little bit after it's sat for a little while. The cells are going to grow. It's going to shift a little bit. And I'll be back with the end result. And then once it completely dries, which will be tomorrow, I will take it back into the boudoir with the black light, and we will see how much it really glows. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. If you're digging what I'm doing, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much.